Salaries on Wall Street rose last year to their highest level since the 2008 financial crisis, according to a report issued on Monday by New York State Comptroller Thomas DiNapoli. The report puts the average salary in New York City's securities industry in 2017 at $422,500, a 13% from the previous year and the highest since 2008. Wall Street has profited every year since the end of the recession in 2009, and compensation last year reached its highest point since the financial crisis, DiNapoli said in a statement released with the report. The momentum from last year's dramatic rise in profits has carried into 2018, and the industry is on track for another good year absent a setback later in the year. DiNapoli's report found that there are now about 120 firms operating broker-dealer operations on the New York Stock Exchange. There were more than 200 before the financial crisis. Nearly 200,000 people are employed in the securities industry in New York, more than in any other state, and securities jobs have the highest average pay of any occupation in the city. The disparity between average salaries in the city's securities industry and the rest of the private sector peaked in 2007, when it was 6 times higher, DiNapoli's statement with the report read. The gap narrowed after the financial crisis, but has remained at least 5-to-1 since 2010, with a ratio of 5-to-1 in 2017. DiNapoli's report found that the securities industry continues to be dominated by men, with men making up more than 2/3 of the total securities industry jobs in the city. Nearly 2/3 of those in the business are white. The sum marks an increase of 42% from 2016's figures. Profits for the first half of 2018 stand at $13.7 billion, 11% higher than the same period last year. The securities industry is a major source of revenue for New York City and New York State, and is an important part of the city's economy, DiNapoli said. 10 years after Lehman Brothers' collapse, it is clear that Wall Street does not need to return to the days of excessive risk-taking to enjoy rising profits. Share this article. Share. Finally, the report found that the industry and its workers paid $14 billion in taxes to state coffers, or nearly 20% of all state tax collections last year. However you feel about Wall Street, positive or negative, when we have good news on profits, that's certainly a positive, DiNapoli said.